Hi everyone, this is Eclair, your trans girl gamer, right out here outside of my bunker in the middle of this fucking hellhole. Hooray! I just needed to do a little bit of an update on out of my bunker number 7. So my supervisor tells me, when I said, there's a laundry list of rules that I have to follow and I have to abide by, that, I'm sorry that, that being on call for an entire week once every couple months is such a drain to your life. And it's just like, it is, but that's not the point. It's already happened. You have to pay me. But, so I asked again, and they ignored me. They ignored my texts and my calls, didn't even pick up. And then they sent out an email saying, since there's been such a problem with on-call, the on-call schedule has been completely changed. Now only the administration staff are on call. I just want my money. I did the thing I was supposed to do. How difficult is it to just pay me? And this is not even the first time that my complaints have ended up in them changing their business acumen. When I first started, the overnight shift, which is on-site on-call, which means you are allowed to sleep. But if the client needs you, you have to be up and ready. When I first started, for the second up until the second paycheck, when I noticed it, I was making less than minimum wage to work. And then when I brought it to their attention, they're like, oh, well, you're allowed to sleep, so we don't have to pay you minimum wage. And I was like, no. That's not how this works at all. If you're not tipped, if you're not a tipped worker, and I think honestly that's bullshit too, but if you're not a tipped worker, then you have to be paid minimum wage. It's it. That's why it's called minimum wage. It is the minimum amount of money they can give you. So they're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go to the Better Business Bureau. And they're like, oh, well, and I'm like, okay, well, you're going to fix this right here and now. You're going to figure out the difference. And we figured out the difference. And that changed then. Sometimes I have to wonder, who are the clients and who are the staff. I've had out and out, arguments where the other staff got so mad that he was pounding his fist on the table as to whether or not midnight was AM or PM. Fucking 12 AM is midnight. 12 PM is noon. If you're marking 12 PM when it's 12 AM, there's a problem. And vice versa. This business is it's bullshit. And then what was it, a little over a year ago, I'm still fucking livid. I mean, this is just $20. If she would have just given me my $20, everything would have been fine. I mean, not fine. I still hate the job. The job is still fucking slowly killing my soul, but I wanted what I earned. And it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. There is no need for any of that. But yeah, a year ago, I was accused of stealing one of the client's identities because, and this goes outside of the actual company, but I was accused of stealing one of the client's identities because evidently he was giving his personal information to random ass people online, and someone claimed to be him went and I don't know, had a van or something and took a payment for a van or blah blah blah, but I don't remember the exacting details. But it was basically a scam on him to try and get him to just pay up, and it didn't work. But she had pulled this scam before. His lawyer, which was also his provider, the person that divvied out all his money, she took my picture, and just my picture, to the lady, and she said, "Is this the person that came and took the money for this van?" And this lady's just like, yeah. So I had to go down to the fucking police station and go through like fucking lie detector tests and shit, and fucking, of course, she tells the client this, and the client tells everyone else. So by the time I get my job back 2.5 weeks later, I have to cash in my vacation time. And by the time I get my job back, the entire rest of the staff is all, insert dead name here, stole client 2's identity, so, you know, you better watch out because misgendering is going to fuck everyone over because da. And I'm sick of this place. And I can't get out because I don't have a car. I have to rely on my roommates for everything. And there's no escaping this place. And now the car parts place that we were going to get the alternator for my other friend's van, my other roommate's van. The parts place is closed on Sundays, Saturdays and Sundays. So I have to try and find a way to get to work tonight and tomorrow and the next day. So I have to rely on the randomized, are they going to show up or not cabs that, you know, you call 3 hours in advance to book a pickup time. And then they tell you, well, whatever, first come, first serve. And you're like, well, yeah, I called 3 hours ago. And they're like, well, whatever. We got a call 10 minutes ago. First come, first serve. And I'm like, that's not how that works. The taxis in the city are fucking obnoxious. Like, I don't know. This city truly sucks. And I just want out. And I can't get out. Well, I've been rambling a little bit. I'm going to thank you guys for tuning in. If you like that, if you think that my employer is being fucking asinine, hit the like button, hit the share. Please, I need to get the word out. Check out the previous one. I'll put a link to the previous one right here. And then up here will be a subscribe thing. You can hit that and keep updated on all of my stuff. I'm doing cringe stuff now. I didn't want to, but I'm gonna go where the views are at, I guess. I'm trying to... Other video. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the flip side.